What's cracking, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more punk rock, and indeed, we're back with another tune from Bad Religion. I mentioned when I did the reaction to New Dark Ages that I then wanted to react to a song from their The Empire Strikes First album, so that's what we're going to do. So I looked down the list, there's so many good songs on this, but I was thinking that I wanted to react to Atheist Peace. Not only... Look, I'm a secular guy. I got nothing against anyone's religious beliefs, especially if they do not engage in violence, hate-mongering, or censorship on account of their views. And in that case, I'm not only willing to support their religious belief, socially, culturally, politically, whatever, but I'd like to go beyond that to a more robust interpersonal and socio-cultural communion, shall we say. But the reality is, I am a secular fellow, been like that probably since my early to mid-teens. Again, I mentioned before, discovering propaganda, it sort of pushed me in a direction and made me start reading things and listen to other bands and whatever. Not that that's why I think the way I do, but being exposed to ideas makes you start to think about them, and then ultimately, you compare them with what other people are saying, and you, on some level, come to a working consensus in your brain about the way the world works and so on, and the world can mean many things in that context, but I like to think that I don't get dogmatic about anything. I remain open to modify or abandon old views in light of new evidence and argumentation. And I'm always willing to engage in dialogue, even if on some level I do think I have a more accurate perception of something than the person I'm discussing with. But yeah, bottom line, as I said, I'm a secular person. I consider myself a religious-friendly secular person, again, as long as they're not doing things that, unfortunately, a fair number of religious people in different places around the world do, which is, engage in violence, engage in bigotry, or engage in censorship because of their views. So, like I said, it's a complicated matter, but I don't mean offense to anyone. I'm just a secular guy. So, number one, I'm interested in the song for the reasons of it being sort of labeled in that way. Though, to be fair, I don't really call myself an atheist. I feel like a, non-religionist or a secular humanist. Just because, the term atheist is, simultaneously too broad and too narrow, right? It's too broad in that everybody is sort of an atheist. No one believes in all the gods and goddesses that have ever been conceived and worshipped or at least propitiated throughout human history. But it's also too narrow in that it doesn't say what other people may think about concepts which are supposedly supernatural, but which are not related to theistic entities, something, like an afterlife or souls or all sorts of ideas that may be related in some cultural cases to larger theistic systems, but which are technically distinct from a belief in a god or a goddess. So yeah, I don't think it's really a helpful term. I think it, is also very stigmatized and seen as, taboo in places. So again, I don't think it's a constructive starting point, and more importantly, I don't think it accurately conveys my philosophical or scientific viewpoints. So I avoid that term, but I understand that other non-religious people, non-religious people do use it. So I don't shun the term or reject it outright. I just don't think it's particularly useful, and I think there are more accurate ways to describe things which fit better with the semantics that I have in my head. Nevertheless, despite all that, let's listen to Atheist Peace by Bad Religion on their album The Empire Strikes First from 2004. The album. The faith that you release comes in atheist peace. Bitter cold winds of discontent, such a good line following the more political line before it. Only the process of increase. And that's, religious wants everything. Like, this is the perfect idea. It's the idea you have to have. Like, it's the truth on a plate. It's the like. Well, I'm not gonna wait for that. I want to think more rationally, more logically. And again, not that I will never err in that thinking. Of course I will, and have, and will continue to. By the way, this is like, it's weird. It's like an outro that leads right into the next song. I actually associate this more as the beginning of the next song because it's so different. And again, it's like it got like twisted inside a glass bottle or something. It's like we're hearing like we opened the top, right? And then again, it just fucking hits right into the next song. So it's funny, you listen to albums as a work of art, which I always try to do. When I get an album, I don't just like, I'm going to listen to this song because it sounds interesting, like by the title. I do try to go through it like as a work of art. And not that every album is a concept album, of course not. But even so, I just try to, okay, this is the way they presented the songs and this chronology. And, so I'm going to go on that journey. And then after that, if I have favorites, I'll, listen to those more extensively. But yeah. I really do like this album. I like the structure of it, and again, like that part right there, I associate more as the beginning of the next song, even though it's actually the end of that song, or at least the way they cut it. Nevertheless, let me know if you're a fan of this album. Let me know if you enjoyed this song or there's other songs. Is God's Love on this one, or is it on New Maps of Hell? I think that might be on New Maps of Hell. I definitely want to get to, again, all the albums, but when I'm getting to some of these albums, I'll do a track and I'm like, oh wait, but that leads into this one and I should do that one too. So I'm still going to try to jump around, maybe go to like True North or Descent to Man or something more recent for the next one. But bottom line, let me know if you're enjoying these Bad Religion reactions. I'm glad some people will have gravitated here to follow me on my smaller and newer channel, but I'm not going to think too much about it. I'm just going to keep making videos and hopefully people will be interested. Anyway, thank you for those who are watching. Have a good day, have a good night. I'll see you next time. Peace.